damage, which is going to be for maybe many months, or he broke his bones, then she can ask for divorce and get her money. But if just normal beating, he's fine. The Quran says you can beat them. If he's spitting at her, beating her,
slapping it,
slapping her,
even little slaps is enough.
Right.
They don't have to you don't have to break somebody to break your bones. You know, when somebody keeps slapping you, even that is enough, and you don't have to leave marks. You know, even these little slaps.
Imagine you spit at her every day, from the morning at the night. I mean, what she will leave. Everybody, she will leave. She want to go. It's like it's going to be her life like hell. She will be like a dog in the house. You know, he can humiliate her, and he have full control. You see, in the Middle East and Islamic countries, if a woman she leave the door of the house without permission of the husband, he can call literally the police for her, and she will become wanted officially. The police will announce her name as a wanted criminal. So if the police found her in any airport, any train station, any bus, anywhere, she will be arrested immediately, and she will be taken for her husband.
So it's like an app, like the iPhone. Find my key, find my wife, sort of thing.
Yeah, find her and bring her here. This is the correct. This is in Islam they call it Baytul Ta'a, the house of obedience. So the man, let us say you came back home and you find your wife. She have a letter says I'm gone. Bye bye. What you do as a Muslim man, you call the police, and you give them her name. You say I am the husband of etc. And this my wife, she ran away. The police legally they will announce her name as a wanted woman for all over the country. And even if she found in other country, like let's say a woman, she ran away to Pakistan, but the guy is from Saudi Arabia, he can chase her. The Saudi government, they will call the Pakistani government if they receive information that the woman is there, and the Pakistani government, they will arrest the woman because they share the same law, and then they will ship her as a criminal to the Saudi, and then the Saudi will deliver her back to her husband, and her husband, he have the right upon her arrival to teach her how to behave, which means he beat her. Yeah, and she will be humiliated by the society. Like, you know, she will be treated like a whore. You know, she's a woman who run away. You know. Yeah.
I mean, it's very sad for, you know, as much as you laugh at these crazy laws, it's very sad to what really happens to some of these women and what they have to go through and what they face. You know.
Yeah.
When you see a woman who's covered and all of this, a lot of them don't want to be that way, and they're just being forced.
Well, you know,
there may be some who think yes, they do it because they feel close to Allah and all this, but a lot of them, they do have a lot of problems. So it's a very sad thing.
You know, I used to have a landline in my place in USA, but my landline was dead. I mean, nobody called me. You know, I have few people know me, but when I was in the Middle East, if you have a phone line and you are single, your phone will never sleep. I'm talking about the old days when there's no smartphone yet, etc. It's only landline. And then
people ring what's called a lucky number. Just ring a number. They
call if the guy is mostly either a male is calling to find a female, or female calling to find a, so whoever, like, who is your luck. So you call, and you are a girl, and the guy who answered there.
They did exactly that on my country.
Yeah.
Even now, I think they're still doing it, but they did that a few years ago. It was very big. People just calling randomly, you know, and just.
And she whispers. She says, "I cannot speak loud because my husband is here." Oh, okay. No. So because the house is like a jail, so those women, they try to find any exit. They are jail at home. Like now, I don't want to be rude and show you what they do in their houses. Like, go now to any app, any website, go and see in YouTube, type the word ma'laya, and you will find what Muslim women do inside their houses. It's crazy. And internet now gave them a very huge door, and now, like, you see a lot of change happening in Islamic countries. Islamic countries are not the same as before anymore. You know, they are seeking women. They are seeking freedom, which is extreme. It's not normal no more, because you know when you put a person in jail for a long time and then suddenly you open the door,
You
he
lose credibility as a man.
yeah he don't act
Yeah.
he don't act
So
normal.
the man have lost credibility.
I don't know if you ever have a dog. If you have a dog and you never let him go out, and then suddenly you
I
open the door.
I've kept somebody's dog before,
Yeah.
so I know.
Open the door, he will go crazy. He will run like crazy.
Yeah.
He's not even maintaining his feet. Like his feet is going like, you know, because he is so excited. Finally, he's out.
To be out.
This is exactly what happened to those people. So when they go abroad, when they get their chance to do things, they do it in an extreme way. If you go,
they go crazy.
Yeah,
They will jump on the man, and I know.
men and women doesn't matter. By the way,
that.
even the man, even the Muslim man, when he go abroad, if he is not used to go abroad, he don't act normally. Like if you go in the month of Ramadan, like in any country in Asia, like example in Philippines, I was there, and you will see in the month of Ramadan how all the restaurants are busy, but the Muslims are not in the restaurants. The Muslims are in the bars. Any bar have a restaurant bar, whereas you can find prostitution. Like, you know, I remember there's like a square, and there's like a coffee shop, there's restaurants, and there is the bar who have it's like a resto bar. There's a restaurant and bar in the same time, where there's a lot of prostitutes. They come to hunt for foreigners. You will find 90% of those who they are outside and inside in this bar are Muslims, and most of them they are coming from Saudi Arabia. You see, the more freedom people have, the more they do those stupid things. As an example,
it's more dangerous. Let me tell you. I mean, I come from a communist country, so people were in a communist like North Korea now. Basically, you don't, you know, when we first got like a remote control to turn on a TV, which was probably casual here.
Yeah,
people didn't believe it. People used to say, "What?
It was a big deal.
You can't turn. How can you turn on a TV from sitting down? You know, that sort of thing." But then, because of that, as soon as the freedom opened, it sort of contaminated people. The people went crazy. People started doing all sorts of things, you know, because they haven't been taught from a young age to do that. You know, they haven't been taught in a certain way.
Finally, they have a freedom. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you go crazy, do drugs, do drinking, do all of this, you know, whereas somebody else has been raised to know the difference between wrong and right, even though he has the opportunity to do it all his life, but he doesn't do it. So I've experienced that sort of thing. So I've seen that sort of thing. I know what it is. So I fully understand what you're saying, because these women, especially a lot of them, if they been beaten or I mean, I've met women like that, you know, like Turkish.
It's very normal, by the way, to happen to everybody. But Islam is a religion because it doesn't give a solution. Islam creates a problem. I made a video. I'm sure you know about it, where a Muslim TV station speaking about that a certain percentage of people in the city of Jeddah, they are having a homosexuality, family member having sex with family member, which means everything is wrong. But what is the reason? The reason is Islam, because Islam make you not to live a normal life. When you don't have a normal life, you don't act normally at the end of the day. You start acting like an animal. This is why they have a very high number of the percentage of homosexuality in Islamic countries, because the male is allowed to be with male and the female is allowed to be with the female. So a woman, let us say a young teenage girl,
they go like bachi bazzi in Afghanistan,
right? So like not just a normal thing, like, you know, let's say somebody have a daughter, she is 16 years old, and she is not allowed to go with boys. She cannot see boys. She cannot have a normal life, see normal people. So what she can do? Oh, my cousin, she's coming over. She want to sleep over. Is that okay? Oh, she is a cousin. She is a female. She is a female. They can sleep together in the same bed. But those are girls who they are not allowed to see men. And that will start what is called lesbian. And the same for boys. A boy, he is allowed to invite a boy who is his cousin or his friend to sleep over. No problem. No problem. He can sleep over his house. He can sleep over your house. Both they sleep in the same bed, and they are not allowed to have a normal relationship, even to speak with women. So what they do? They became gays. So this is why homosexuality in Islamic countries is extremely high. Because they don't have a normal life. When you don't have normal
and if
life,
you go and ask them, they don't even think they're gay. They just say they just see it as a normal thing to do.
yeah, no, they are not gays. For them, they are not gays. This is like it's fun. Just
for them
fun,
it's just fun. Because I was watching a Turkish, well, it was a Turkish show showing it was done in UK by BBC, but it was showing in Turkey. Where the men were going to sleep with what do you call them, tranny? They having sex with men who are dressed like women, and sex shame.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And they were saying, no, I am straight, I'm not gay.
So what he's doing there?
but the woman asked him, but he does you, right? Yes, but no, I do him. So I'm it's very funny, actually. It's really funny because he says, no, they don't do me, I do them, so I'm not gay.
Yeah, supposedly if he is doing them, he is not gay, supposedly. Yeah, like he's
yes.
like he is the hero now.
Yes, and they're laughing with their they with his friends, so it's not like hiding or hidden. They just young guys, and it's like it's absolutely no shame about it. So it's just really funny.
Welcome to Islam.
All right, that's what I wanted to ask. Really, it's just to clarify the whole divorce thing.
By the way, I made a video yesterday. I don't know if you downloaded it. Did you?
I don't think I've been able to download it yesterday.
It's a good video.
I've been busy lately. I have my reasons. I don't want to.
You have 4 wives now? Be honest. 4 wives? You have 4 wives or what? It's okay. You don't need to tell me. It's okay. I understand.
I can't talk because 2 of my wives are here. So.
Oh, okay. I will not tell.
They will get the kitchen knives.
Oh boy.
In UK, it's dangerous.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much for coming. Take care.
And one of them wants to divorce me because I listen too much to Christian Prince.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, my friend.
All right. Take care.
Thank you for calling.
Cheers. Bye.
All right. Today we cover some of the bad ethic of Islam and why Allah cannot be God. Everything we mentioned there is a clear proof that Islam does not bring a solution. Islam has a problem. It's a problem for the family, problem for society. Islam not only don't have ethic, it teaches something ugly, disgusting, stupid. Like women, she can give her breast to a stranger. The man, he can beat his wife. The man, he can, if he divorces his wife, she had to sleep with someone else to get back. Islam create problems, don't give solution. The funny Muslim, they say to us, Islam is a solution. Islam is the problem. This is why you will not find a happy family in Islamic countries, because family is based in a value of a man and a woman, not a value of a man and a bunch of women, not in a value of a man and 3 sons, not in a value of a group sex, not in a value where the son, he do not know who is his brother, not in a house where the man is allowed to lie to his wife. As we heard the Muslims, when he called us, he said, yeah, you can lie to your wife, so what? And the wife, she can lie to the husband. The ethic is one of the biggest problem. And now we are just talking about general ethic in Islam. We did not talk about the ethic of Muhammad, which is very filthy. From forcing his son to give his wife to him, to having sex with the children like Aisha, and that affects the Islamic society, because now Muslims, they have no limit of how young the girl she can be, yet she is a sexual target. So we cannot consider Islam as an ethical religion, regardless if it is a false or not. It's far from ethic. You see, for me, if you are a Hindu, you believe in the wrong belief. If you are a Buddha, you believe in the wrong belief, etc. But I cannot compare anyone to the madness of Muhammad. Where women, she became a sex toy. A children's became sex toy. Even the promise of God in heaven, even his heaven is not ethical. Have you ever heard of heaven? Have nothing there but a bunch of naked people having sex non-stop. Even heaven became dirty. When a prophet, he promised his followers that he will have an orgasm of 70 years. Did we ask ourselves, where is the ethic? What 70 years mean? Having sex with who? The Muslim will say to you, with his wife, but he don't know his wife. Those are women are made for sex. This is not a wife. This is a sex toy. Where is the ethic of wife? The ethic of having a wife and husband. You see, the Muslim, the funny about them, they say to you, we believe in the story of Adam and Eve. Okay, so why God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Eve's? Why in the case of Islam only, Adam and Eve became Adam and Eve's? And what one man need of 80,000 women and 80,000 little boys, and the Muslim, they say 80,000 little boys to serve us. What is the ethic of this God to force children for eternity to serve me? If it is really just servant, which is I don't believe, because the Quran says those boys will never bleed. Bleed from what? The Muslim, they will say to you, oh, bleed here is about they will not get drunk. They are my servant and they are boys and they get drunk. I thought they are servant. They would drink with me. Obviously, I'm sleeping with them. What is the ethic of forcing children to be my servant slaves forever, for eternity? So slavery in earth, slavery in heaven, and that is Islam. And even the Quran promise that those women in heaven, they will be restrained in their tents, so they can't even see outside. Yes, they are in heaven, but they are in the tent. Why? Because they are made for sex. This is their job, is to be in the bed, not to be outside. That's your job. Allah, he made the women in the heaven for sex. And those women, according to Muhammad, they are the kind, because Muhammad and the Arab, they are obsessed with the white color. So he promised them that those women, you can see the marrow of their bones, which means they are very white to the point you can see through, as you see in the front of your eyes. Even the ethic of a beauty is not there, because this is a racist promise to the point he is favoring the white women, and this woman, she is extremely white to the point we can see through her bones. What is the ethic of that? And why this woman, she look like a jellyfish? Because Muhammad is giving an extreme false promise that, okay, you are an Arab and you like white women, guess what? Those women are so white to the point you can see through their marrow, the marrow of their bones. What kind of God and what kind of ethic he provide with such a promise? And not to forget to mention how ugly it is to have a woman, you can see her as if you are an X-ray machine, because this is exactly what he's saying. You can see through the marrows of her bones. This is a stupid promise, stupid mentality, and a madness. Just to give you an idea what that X-ray women look like, let me show you. But please don't get excited by seeing the heavenly women of Allah, at least for the men. Look at this. This is what Allah promised us in the heaven. This is how he described those women. We are going to see through their bones. Imagine, this is God promise. This is the heavenly God. This is the Almighty God. This is a woman I'm going to sleep with, and this is supposedly the most beautiful woman. I can see through the marrows of her bones. And as you see, Muslims, we are not making things up. This is what your prophet said. Every one of you will have 2 wives of the Huri and the rest from different. By the way, there's many numbers because the Muslims have many ranks. because some people, they might say, you said 80,000, somebody says 72, somebody said 70. Muslims, they have ranks, which mean depend in how good you are. If you are a person who joined Al-Qaeda, you get more. If you are a person never killed any Christian or Jew, you do get less. So this is the lowest one. And those women, they are going to be, those wives, the houris, will be so beautiful, pure, and transparent that the marrow of the bones of their legs will be seen through the bones and the flesh. So when we show you this picture here, we are not making fun. This is exactly how it looked like. This is how your prophet, what he promised you. And I'm going to take off this picture because I can tell that some men are misbehaving here. They're getting so excited. They could not resist the temptation of this scene. I mean, this is so much. Who can resist that? We have to be honest as men. I mean, this is amazing, so beautiful. Whew. Man, this is so hot. You have a wife, she is a jellyfish. At least now I can see the poo-poo inside her. And if she ate my hamburger, I can know who is the one who ate my hamburger. Where's my money is going? If she hides some money in her bra, I can see through. I mean, and Muslims, how you can see through? I mean, what does that mean? What kind of bones she have? What kind of a flesh she have? I mean, this guy is madly obsessed with the, I don't know what to say. Anyway, guys, if you notice here with me, this woman, I don't know if you can see what I see. This woman, she is wearing high heels. All right, but look what happened here. She have something here. I'm just studying one of my future wives. You see here, I'm not sure if this is a bracelet or something. Something fishy. But this is the good thing about having a woman you can see through. Look here, she have something. I don't know what is that. Let me zoom in. Here, what is that? This is her kidney. My wife, she have a kidney. I never thought she have a kidney. Interesting. This is the first time I see a woman, she have something like this. Because I thought, according to the Quran, women, they have testicles here. Because this is where the sperm is coming, according to the Quran. Anyway, let's change the topic. Enough is enough, and Islam is wonderful, and you guys are so jealous from the wisdom and the wise, amazing prophet. His name is Muhammad, the one who made a promise nobody ever before him promised, except the Persian, except many other religions who they have madness about women. He took the word houris from them and he started exaggerating with his fictions. Fictions is good. All of us will like fictions. Why not? And I hope the Muslims will make a video for us or movies about those women who they are see-through. And then we watch the movie and then we say, we don't see any women in the movie. They say, what? We don't see any women in the movie. They see only men. They will say to you, are you stupid or what? Don't you know that you see through? Because we see through, we could not see them. Alhamdulillah. Now we got it. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you all. We have enough for today. I will try to open tomorrow, but I don't promise. But we will be mostly around 4:30. Don't forget, please, guys, to watch the video I made yesterday and download it. It's very important. Share the video with your friends. Doesn't have many view. Sometime I'm doing like very early broadcast, like even 2 a.m. in the morning. All right. So like I finish what I do, I'm working in my books, etc. And then I say, okay, let me make a video to answer some Abdul. So watch the video previously is gone. Always check before to see if there is something new and share it with your friends. So thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And until we see you again, as always, let us remember one thing. that here we are challenging the cult of Islam. We are not just debating, because Muslims don't debate really. We challenge them, and always Muslims, they fail. Muslims are copy paste. Nobody even understand what he is saying. They accuse you with what they have. They accuse you of lying, but they are the one who teach lies. They accuse you of hate, but their book, all of it is about hate. They accuse you of violence, but their prophet is the most aggressive killer, criminal. They accuse you of fornication, but their prophet is the biggest fornicator. They accuse you of being pedophile, but their prophet is a pedophile. They accuse you of slavery, but their prophet is the one who owns slaves, bought slaves, captured slaves. Everything they accuse you with, they are the first to have it. And mostly you don't even know what they are talking about, which means you don't have what they are saying you have. So they try to throw at you what they have in order to blind you, and you will not be able to see what they have, or not. They will not give you a chance to ask them about the madness of the religion. So a Muslim guy, he'll call you, he says, do you know what the American did? Do you know the white man, he used to own black slaves? Your prophet owned black slaves. And who said to you that the white man was right by doing that? But we have a prophet of God who claimed to be he is from God, and he owned a slave. He is, I can name for you many of them. The most famous one is Bilal. Muhammad, he died, and Bilal is still a slave. Muhammad never freed him. This religion is the kind where, in order not to answer you, I will ask you. This is their strategy. I will ask you before you finish your question, or let's say before you finish your answering my question, I will ask you second question, so you will not have time to ask me. This is how Muslims try to avoid Islam being exposed, but it doesn't work with us. This is why we invite you all to invite your friends always. Join us and be part of this conversation, and feel free anytime you'd like to call me. Everybody is welcome. Usually when we start our program, we welcome Muslims first, but if there is no Muslims, then Christians are welcome to call, or even from other belief. Thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Amen to that. And see you soon again. Bye-bye.